killed some big bucks off this tree stand. So it was our first setup, and generally speaking, I move around a bit. I don't just have a tree stand, sit in it, and then hope for the best. I'll try to go where the sign is and get right on top of those deer. So we did that. We moved into a nice new area, and the scrapes and rubs were there. All the sign was there, but it wasn't a perfect spot.
I think we're gonna relocate this tree stand because I can't see around that corner, which is really making me mad right now.
It was a great morning, it was a good hunt, and we didn't really see any deer, but I knew, you just had the feeling, the hair on the back of your neck was standing up when you walked in there, because you knew that at any minute in time, a buck could come out of nowhere and you could get a shot at a hog whitetail. So we got into the area we knew there was some good whitetails. We had some photos, we had everything we needed in place. It was the right time of year and we were in the right spot. So we knew we were probably gonna get a shot with a bow. We kept moving, and this move was the second move we made into like further deeper into the bush, probably closer to the bedding area, but really it was right on top of the scrapes. And on my way in, I counted 10 big fresh scrapes.
Okay. This is number one. This is number one scrape. We're gonna count them to the stand. 1, 2, 3, 4, 4, 4. That's 5, 6. So this is 7. Here's 8, 9. There's 10.
When you got in there, you had the feeling that at any minute in time, anything can walk by. I mean, we're hunting in Alberta. We're in central Alberta, and the whitetails that live here are awesome. They can get anywhere from 150 inches to 200 and who knows what. The next world record could be right around that corner. So it's a pretty fun bow hunt. You just never know what's gonna walk in.
Dude, I think we're gonna see a smasher in here, man. I just think we're gonna.
So after the 10 scrapes and getting set up and everything that evening, because it was an evening hunt, sure enough, Hollywood walks in.
Oh, that's so awesome. What a beauty.
And the reason we named him Hollywood is because he kept coming back. I mean, we film him 3 or 4 or 5 times in the next 2 weeks, and he comes up to the tree and he puts down scrapes and he rubs trees and he does everything that you want a whitetail to do, especially capturing it on video. So Hollywood was his nickname, and I think that next year, Hollywood better watch out. So after that night was a great hunt, and the next morning we hunted again, and then came out after the morning hunt, and sure enough, the farmer's there, and he needed a hand. The grain bins were full, and they were filling them with the trucks and taking them away. So take it upon myself to grab a shovel, jump inside, and do a couple hours of work. So anytime you can do that and help out the landowner is great. So we're hunting in, thick bush. We're hunting in the Canadian wilderness where it's wild Alberta, and the whitetails live in the bush. We aren't on a field edge. We aren't anywhere near the field edge or the food source. So we got to sneak in fairly quietly, tiptoe in, try to keep kind of scent free and do everything properly. And it's a tough hunt. This was a great night. We had 3 bucks actually come in, and the first were 2 smaller bucks, and then sure enough, behind those 3, it was almost like he sent the 2 smaller guys out first, and then he was, 20 yards behind. He this nice 5x5, and he had kind of a white rack and shorter G2s, and he cruised by at about 60 yards and was pretty tempting. He was a nice mature deer, and as far as score goes, if you're looking for a Pope and Young, a good scoring deer, this one was right up there. So we were considering taking him, but he didn't come quite close enough, but it was a cool encounter. And so we were finished our morning hunt, and it was kind of uneventful, but I climbed down the stand, took like 20-yard walk, and all I could hear was one of those sounds that as a bow hunter it makes you get real excited because you think, oh, here he comes, right? He's chasing the doe through the bush, and I'm on the ground, and my cameraman got on the ground. I told him to get in behind me 10 yards. There's a buck chasing a doe. He's rubbing a tree. Here he comes. And sure enough, just all you can hear is this. Here they come. He comes right into me, and I draw on him and everything, and I thought for sure, here it is, the big monster whitetails come running in, and not so much. There he is. I would have had him. I heard grunting though. I'm sure I heard grunting and deer running. So we went out that evening and had probably the most exciting encounter of the whole year. And when you're bow hunting, you get 1 or 2 encounters a year that are really amazing, where you see an animal that just blows your mind. And we caught a double drop tine, probably about a 150 frame double drop tine buck on video rubbing a tree, which was, to me, worth the whole season. I need to know what that deer is, dude. Okay, try your best. Hopefully we see him again. You never know. We could see him next year, 2 years from now, or never again. That's the vastness of Alberta and the way it works. It's just such a big place. It could be a triple drop tine next time. Who knows? Sure enough, look who it is. It's Hollywood again. Here he comes, and he's coming right in underneath the stand, and it's awesome anytime a big whitetail comes underneath your stand. So here it is, a big mature whitetail. What does he do? Puts a scrape right beside our tree. Literally, a brand new one. It wasn't even scraped in. He just decided, you know what? I'm gonna throw a little Hollywood down here and put a scrape right underneath your tree. Thanks, Hollywood. You know, once again, no bait, it's a chess match, and you think you're in the right tree when that happens. So we've had some huge encounters. I mean, we saw the double drop tine. Hollywood's been under the stand a bunch of times. A lot of smaller bucks have come through. The Cool 5 with the short G2s. We relocated to a completely new area just to shake it up. So we slip into this little funnel, and it's absolutely a funnel. There's two huge bushes and then a little piece of bush that connects the two. So we slip down into this spot, and it didn't take long. And all of a sudden from the top of the hill, these does just start trickling down, and I can hear grunting. And anytime you're in the stand and you can hear that sound, you just get so excited. So I stood up and looked over the branch, and sure enough, here comes this awesome buck, and he's a 5x5, and he's got a big bladed brow tine, a really unique, non-typical whitetail. And this buck comes in and stands there with this doe for probably 20 minutes, and he doesn't move. He just stands on her. And you can see his breath, and he's breathing, and she's for sure in heat, and she's dogging a little bit here and there, and then two other does kind of join in. And I know Scotty and I, we were just tuned right into this buck. And I'm thinking, you know, should I take the shot? Should I take the shot? He's a nice mature whitetail. And he takes about 10 more steps, and I look through the brush, and you could just see horns. And tall ones, tall, wide horns. So I decided, you know what, hang back, just wait. And here comes this 4x4, and he's huge. He cruises in around the does. All of a sudden, I forgot about the 5x5, and I tried to get a beat on this buck, and I'm moving around the tree. It's hard to move. There's so many deer around us, and they're downwind, they're all around, and we don't want to get busted, but these deer did not care. They were rutting, and they were all over the does. The big buck comes cruising by me at 20 yards. I try to stop him. He doesn't care. He's all over the does. And he keeps cruising on, and then cruises up the hill and disappears. Okay, that was a super encounter. That was the best encounter we've had all year. That nice 5x5, nice heavy 5x5 came right in behind the doe, right underneath the stand here, but I really had my heart set on that other buck, and he was a huge 4x4. Just a great big 4x4. But we had a plan. Our plan, as soon as we came down, was to go right after him. And I mean right after him. Where I saw him disappear is exactly where we went. We set up, you know, I mean, we're loud, we're going in, the wind's all messed up. Everything that a whitetail hunter thinks should happen was kind of the opposite for us that night, but we went for it anyway because we knew he was in there. Sure enough, that buck was only bedded about 80 yards from where we set up. So not only did he hear us set up, but he probably saw us set up.
he's a big buck. That's a big buck.
So here we go again, another encounter in the same day with a big buck in completely different bushes, and he comes right to the tree.
Yeah, he's coming, he's coming, he's coming, he's coming. He's coming right down here. He's coming fast, he's coming. Better be on him. He's coming on the wrong side.
So I'm trying to get a shot at the buck. And I turn around the tree to try and get a shot. My safety strap hooks on my shoulder. And as soon as I kind of bent down a little bit to get the shot, he busts me. Goodbye, out of my life forever. Alberta's a big place. He's got lots of bush to go to. This was a really weird morning. We woke up and got in the stand, everything was red. The whole sky was red. Out of the corner comes a whitetail, and I look, and I asked Scotty B, I said, what does he look like? And he says, oh, you know, it's not a shooter. I think he thought it was probably Hollywood again, and I looked and I saw that it actually didn't have a broken beam. You know, the G2 was there, so I thought, you know what? No, this is the one. Let's shoot this buck. It's a nice mature buck. Let's see if we can get a shot at him. He walks through the shooting lane, and I draw back, and then I try to stop him once, and he doesn't even flinch. And so I had to let down and then go around the tree and then get back in position to shoot, and then draw again. Hey. I took a shot, and it's better to be lucky than good any day of the week. The arrow dropped right into his heart. He actually dropped down a little bit, and I heart shot him. And I mean, 3.5 weeks of hard work. We were pretty excited.
It's not double dropping, but I'm pretty sure he's down right there. But maybe not, so we're gonna just be really quiet. Okay, while we're sitting in the stand where double drop lives, and I think we're closing the book on him for this year. I just had a nice 4x4 come through, gave me a perfect shot. I shot him in the heart, and he went about 30 yards and died. Come on down, let's go get him. There's one scrape here. This one's about 15 yards away from the stand. That one's 15 yards away. There's another scrape about 20 yards away, and about 25 yards away is the buck I just heart shot. So let's see if we can find the arrow first. It's always fun to find the arrow. He's down right there, but let's just see this. I think I shot him somewhere right around here. Yeah, this is my arrow right here. And he went literally, well, let's see here. 1, 2, 3, 14, 15, 16 yards. Here he is. That was a really cool hunt. This big boy came in and we let him have it. Heart shot at 30 yards. Pretty exciting. We've just hunted for 2 weeks, so myself and Scotty, the cameraman, we're getting pretty tired. And this was it.
get them loaded up, butcher them up. We do it all ourselves, and yeah, I guess it's tenderloin night tonight.